Hi, I'm Erica, and I am a Mormon bishop's wife.
What is a Mormon?
The correct term, I guess, is what you would say, is that we are a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
What are some of the bad misinformations that you've been seeing on social media about LDS people?
I would say, my favorite one is, I get, what did his other wife wear? When I post my outfits, and I was like, I don't know, probably not something less cool than this, I guess. The whole, polygamy thing, I think, is a huge misconception. But it also makes me laugh because I'm like, please give me another wife. You know how much easier my life would be? I'm like, come on, don't tease me like that. We're just weirdos, aliens over here.
Is that true?
No, we're just normal people. And I think that's why I want to post the way that I am posting, because I just want people to know that, even as a bishop's wife, I am normal.
Okay, I've been thinking about the best way to share the new garments with you guys because I've been getting asked a lot of questions about these because I've been wearing mine, and I really want to be able to do this justice in sharing the information that you're asking for, but to also keep it sacred because it is something that's
the Spirit of God, like a fire, is burning your Botox and your lip fillers look really bad.
Okay, she has a great voice. I will give her that much. I don't think it's necessary, but I get it. I bet she has had some really bad rooted trauma within the church. But I just would never do that to someone else's religion. And that's kind of where it gets me with the ex-Mormons, is that I would never fathom going to someone who is a Catholic or a Jew or a Muslim and making fun of what they choose to believe in. Because I believe that, even believing just in a higher being, whether it's God or energy, is beautiful. And I would never want to put someone down for that.
So, ex-Mormon women, what are we doing, wearing, to show that we are not Mormon, especially if you live in Utah, and especially for those of us that don't have tattoos? I don't have tattoos. Also, it's 70 degrees today, so the time is upon us. The time is now. How do we show? What are we wearing? Okay, I've got the short shorts and I've got the mini skirts, but I feel like that's not enough. I feel like I still
even the
look
tattoo comment, I'm like,
normal.
people have tattoos in the Mormon religion.
I mean, this is tongue-in-cheek. It's not that serious. I
It's
know.
really not
But
that
also,
serious,
what
girl. Okay, I mean, she is from Utah, so I'm sure she probably grew up in a very strict home that did shame her for this. And I think that's where a lot of the anger comes from, is the shame that they had as they were growing up. I didn't ever deal with that shame. I was allowed to wear tank tops. I would never, that's why I don't shame my kids for it either. My daughter's a dancer, and if she wants to wear her two-piece set and her tank tops and her short shorts, I just would never shame her. So I think that's where a lot of the hurt comes from, and that makes me so sad for them. But it's the outwardness of needing to bash on someone else that I just don't think is cool.
Asking what brought me back to the LDS or the Mormon church after being away for about a year and questioning my faith for about 4 years in total. The testimony I have now looks a lot different than the testimony I grew up with. I feel like the testimony I grew up with put me in a box, and in this box it was, this is what you believe, this is how you dress, this is what we do on Sundays, this is okay and this is not okay. So in this box is where my testimony formed. It wasn't my testimony. I don't want to be put back in that box.
No, girl.
I want my testimony. And I'm not saying this is how it works for everybody, but for me, I had to completely take the box apart, throw it away, run over here, and figure out what my testimony looks like. I might have some great talks with my bishop and my husband and my family and my friends, but at the end of the day, what I believe, my testimony is mine. It's not going to look the same as your testimony.
Perfect. No, I love that, because that's kind of my story too. That's a little bit of me, is I knew the boxes. I was never put in a box though. And so I kind of have always just been this way. I've always just been you know what? If I'm a good person, if I serve God, if I serve others, and show love and compassion to everyone, the nitty-gritty stuff and the the rules and the cultural expectations, they're not as important to me, which might make some people mad. But it's one of those things that it's my relationship between God. You don't have to agree with it, and I'm okay with that.